Hello my Wolfpack and welcome back to another episode of our Pokemon Competitive Guide video. So today we're covering Talonflame. Now Talonflame is obviously a very cool Pokemon. It has access to the ability Gale Wings, which is an absolutely fantastic ability. It was nerfed in Generation 7, but it is still very good. So today we have 3 sets for you. They're all generic because Talonflame doesn't typically Dynamax very well unless you was to maybe put weakness policy on it, but yeah, and I didn't see a proper decent set for Talonflame, so that's why I haven't done a Dynamax one. Right, let's jump in. The first set we have is kind of a taking advantage of this Gale Wings ability. So Gale Wings gives your flying type attacks +1 priority if you're at full health. Now that's the reason why we have Roost on this set, to allow you to heal up your health, because realistically you're going to get hit and you're going to take damage. Then we have Aerial Ace, which is a flying type attack. I considered whether Aerial Ace or Brave Bird would be better, but I thought Aerial Ace would be best because you're not going to lose health to the recall damage. So having Aerial Ace means that you can do that damage and have that priority. And if they go for a status move, for example, or if they go for like hazards, then you can go for another priority Aerial Ace. So that was my thinking there. You could run Brave Bird if you wanted to, but I thought Aerial Ace might work a little bit nicer. We've then got Flare Blitz, powerful fire type attack, and that hits a lot of different Pokemon. And then U-turn just in case you need to get out of there and go into a different Pokemon. Now, obviously fire and flying means that you are going to have to pay attention to Stealth Rock. So if you want to run heavy duty boots on here instead of leftovers, then that is a perfectly good option as well. EV's gone for max attack and max speed with a jolly nature, so more speed, less special attack, and 4 EVs in special defense. Could always go for adamant, but I think having that speed can be quite nice and beneficial for you. Second set we have is a heavy duty boots set. Now, heavy duty boots means that you don't take any hazards, hazard damage when you enter, or you're not affected by any hazards. So no stealth rocks. You wouldn't be affected by spikes anyways, but that stealth rock obviously would take 50% of your health, so not taking that could be really helpful. And on here we've got a more supportive set. It's Roost, so we can heal ourselves up. We've got Will-O-Wisp to burn different Pokemon. I've also put Flame Body as the ability here. Now, Flame Body, when you make contact, 30% chance the Pokemon will be burned, so that's always good as well. We've got Defog to get rid of those hazards because, as I said, the hazards can be problematic, and for a lot of different Pokemon as well. For example, Bug, Ice, Flying, and Fire all take 25% damage, so it's good to get those off the field as soon as possible. We then have Flare Blitz, powerful fire type attack. You do take the recall damage, but that's why you have Roost on here as well. EV's gone for max HP and max speed with a jolly nature, so more speed, less special attack, and 4 EVs in attack. Now, you could always go max HP, max defense, max HP, max special defense if you wanted to, but having that speed allows you to get that defog off first, so you could potentially, potentially if you're knocked out by that attack, having that defog will be beneficial as well. That's my thinking, at least. And finally, we have another Talonflame set. So we have a Swords Dance Life Orb. This is one of my typical sets. Now, you could run Swords Dance on like leftovers if you wanted to do this with a Gale Wings version, but that's entirely up to you what you decide to do. We've got Swords Dance, which will double your attack. Obviously, having base AC1 attack is a little bit lackluster, but giving that Swords Dance makes it a lot better. We then have Brave Bird, powerful flying type attack, boosted by Stab. You do take recall, so do be cautious. Then Flare Blitz, same with Fire. But again, that recall, and that's why I put Roost on here as well, just to allow you to make sure that you're healing yourself up a little bit over the period of time, because that will definitely help you, and as well as that life orb damage, meaning that you are going to take a lot of recall in general. EV's gone for max attack and max speed with a jolly nature, so more speed, less special attack, and 4 EVs in special defense. Now, you could go for adamant nature if you wanted to, but that is entirely up to you. Anyways, that is all for Talonflame, so I hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, please do like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know what you think down in the comment section below, and I will see you soon.